Hello, everybody, and welcome to the state of my account for August 2023. Looking back at my progress from July 2023 and what I'm working on now. So I'm currently at 10.779 million. All the executive requirements, not executive, Leviathan requirements, and Leviathan itself gave a big boost to GP. Even at 4 stars, I have 73,000 GP on this Leviathan. So obviously I unlocked it from last time, and I've been I don't know, it's been all over my other videos, but if for some reason you only watch data in my account, that is what I just got. I've also been running this Lord Vader plus Inquisitors lineup in Squad Arena. It's pretty good. It's definitely beatable. I think it was thought of as an unbeatable team for a second, but I have plenty of ways around it. So my recent developments since last time, there's a few I was talking about, and then a few that just came up and got completed along the way, namely Rey and Lord Vader to R9. I have just been dragging my feet on taking Galactic Legends to R9, even though it's an obvious decision for a lot of them, not all of them, just because if for no other reason than the Galactic Legend ability, getting 10% max health and max protection per relic amplifier level. So that makes a big difference on the ones you just want really durable and junky, like Lord Vader and then Rey, and then they both make great use of their offense. They don't all need a ton of offense. Like Jedi Master Luke isn't all about his offense, it's just about his protection, but that's even more important for R9. And my Rey, I actually switched up modding her some time ago from pure health focus to pure offense focus, because I use her on offense a lot of the times, and even on defense this is a good idea too. You just want so much damage because that increases the rate at which you're amplifying your damage for your ultimate, just your basics and stuff, because she does gain a lot of mastery over time in those matches. So Lord Vader and Rey are just awesome R9 choices on their own, and I'd really been dragging my feet. And I've been dragging my feet because just the resource cost is so steep. So we can look at Reva here for this. I took her to R8. That's where I'm going to stop for now, because I think she's still bugged. Like, she doesn't get the amount of protection she should as a tank, which, you know, is fine for competitive balance. Just she's good enough already. But it's just so expensive. Like, 55 of these dark blue signal data is really steep. But what's really made it a lot easier to do, I mean, I've had plenty of droid brains for a while to go to R9, is I'm buying impulse detectors a lot and Zimbittles for the raid, and I got a decent stash of Zimbittles now, so it's not like I'm stressed about dipping into that. But then impulse detectors, that's something like it's painful for me to scrap to do. Like I don't farm those pieces quickly, and I should probably switch from, I've been doing let me just go to the node. I've been farming light side 7B almost exclusively. Just to get Chirotechs, but I mean, I have plenty of Chirotechs right now, but also for Bronzium wiring. I think I need to take a few runs and farm for, or a little while farm for chromium transistors, and then go to, what is it, 9F? Yeah, 9F. Need to start farming this, because this is a good impulse detector piece. I could also probably start looking at taking people to R8. That's much more palatable than R9. This piece, you know, not as in demand as it used to be, and then this is pretty easy too. So, and this is one of the lower relic tier scraps. Still a great node, but I should probably just switch to farming some impulse detector gear. But also, I'm not really hurting for the Gerda keypads as much, because I've just been farming the furnace node. Everything has been pretty well balanced just from raid gear, or like using that Mark II raid currency to buy all the Gear 12 Plus pieces. So I can just focus on farming the best node, and that's going to be the furnace node, because you get some bronzium stuff too in that. But I've had plenty of these, and I even have enough to get another R9 from it and still have some left. I'm not going to do that right now. I don't think. So for Galactic Legends, the next priority, I'll talk about the rest of those developments in a second here. Next priority would be probably Supreme Leader Kylo Ren or Sith Eternal Emperor. I mean, Java, yeah, it's good. JMK, I think, is the last priority. But Supreme Leader Kylo would probably be my next one. Just because he does take on a lot by himself. Like if you're going against Lord Vader or Jabba or something, he really needs to survive, and it does get pretty close. So that would really help him. And you don't get as much damage as you do going from R7 to R8, but it's still something. So yeah, that's the Galactic Legend front. Also finished off the Tusken Riffraff, the crappiest ones, Shaman and for one full season of 5v5 with that Datacron. After that, I mean, I can use them in the Crate Raid, but Crate Raid is going to be supplanted soon. At least I assume it's going to be completely replaced by the Endor Raid. Could be alternated, and then they would have a little bit more value, but honestly, they have a little bit they have much less value now. But who doesn't have decreased value is Seer Junda, and I just finished her yesterday to R5. I got her just in time for another week, for the last week of 5v5. I actually bought her shards in shipments. I spent like 640 crystals twice on 8 shards apiece just to finish her off, and it was just enough. I don't know exactly if I'm modding her right, but I've been modding her really like slow and just a lot of protection because she doesn't have as high base health, and it's hard to get a lot of base health. I gave her a little bit of defense too, but made her slow. And then I also finished off Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum. I took her to R6. I was thinking about R7. I do have her Datacron for R7, but I don't think it's important enough for just this one season to take it to R6. And I'm not going to be able to get to R7 before this last week, unless I buy a lot of signal data, and I'm trying to save my crystals. But I remodded her, gave her decent mods, quick damage triangle, some extra offense, 8900. Decent speed for an pure offense set, no speed set. So she's going to be, I'm looking forward to setting her on defense. That's a nice defensive dedicated team. And the one I'm going to be using, just if you're my opponent and you watch this, you're going to be rewarded for seeing this, is Seer, Fulcrum, Kestis, and then both Kylo Rens. I think that's the best way to go. I don't really need Cal on my raid team, so he can just be dedicated here. But yeah, really looking forward to seeing this team work in GAC. What's also important for GAC is developing my Leviathan. I only have him at 4 stars, bare minimum right now. I did get some holds in one of my matches from this, but not in any of the other matches. And I've actually been having some good luck in Fleet Arena climbing with it. More luck, I've been able to beat Profundity and Executor using Sith Assassin as the first reinforcement. But just getting to 5 star is like a great incremental step because I get a 3rd reinforcement. That helps if I want to take it on offense. It's not as much of a banner sacrifice, even though it still is. Still just farming TIE Reaper because it's the last other ship I don't have at 7 stars. I have every other ship in the game at 7 stars. Thanks to Galactic Chases, an awesome introduction mechanic, way better than marquee events. Just being able to 7-star a ship so fast is just amazing. Let me actually take a look at my fleet shard with you because this is like an area of the game that varies wildly among different players. I fall typically between 10 and 20, like usually closer to 20 every day. But like my fleet chart has been, I don't know, it's been increasingly active in the past year and new players all the time. This player in 2 reached out to me and I added them to our fleet chat because if people want to join, I'm not gonna like make them. This guy has been like, I don't know when his payout is, it's hard to keep track. He's in 1 right now. I thought his payout was like a couple hours before mine, which would be like a couple hours from now. So maybe he's just going there early. But he has sniped me. I tried to message him in a rage. I was in a fit of rage and told him not to be like an unkind person in different words. But he just ignored it. But yeah, people climb a lot more. And we got a lot of profundities, got executors. I'm the only one running Leviathan right now, I think. But we have plenty of executors and profundities. It's not until 38, 39 that we get people that are only with Negotiator. But even, I mean, these are still low stars, which is kind of surprising after so long that people are just now getting Executor in a fleet shard from March 2019. But yeah, it's annoying. Like, I'm always happiest if someone quits the game. I don't want people to quit the game, but if someone is going to quit the game, I always hope it's someone in my fleet shard to make my life easier. So what am I working on right now? There's not too many decisions for a late game account like me to make. It's farm new characters when they come out as soon as possible. And some stuff, old characters like Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum, I had 7 stars for ages and just never cared about it. Nebbit is here to request this data pad, which is actually just like requesting bronzium wiring. So people are like, I don't want to give you that because I know what you're actually asking. I think my guild leader said that. And someone else copied me in the guild, and they're like, oh, no, is this a trend now? Everyone is taking everyone else's bronzium wiring. But that's why he's there. Rex, I have favorited, even though I can't farm him yet. Just as soon as he is farmable, I'm going to go ham on him. I'm going to do the 3 hits of his node. I'm going to do the 25 refresh and the 50 refresh. I'm not buying these. That's just too expensive. I need to use my crystals for Leviathan. Marin, I'm also going up to the 50 refresh, trying to get her done as fast as possible, even though it's really slow. And then once she is close to being done, I'm going to need to relic at my Night Sisters, at least R5, and that's just going to be Talzin and Asajj. Other than them, I have Doc and Zombie at R5, so that's fine. Tarful, like Tarful and Saul, I don't know, I'm only doing 1 refresh on their node, but they're not that far behind Marin. Like, she's just going way slower for me. And I need to, I guess, save Zetas for her, and Omicron for her, Zetas for her. I need another Omicron for Asajj when that's up and running. So I can't really spare the Zetas. Saul, I don't care about. Like, once I get him to gear 12, that's it. I'm not going to, like, develop him at all. Just for unlocking Jedi Cal. Which is definitely the next target. Malicus, I got Red Crate, I bought all the shards, so I'm on pace to unlock him. That's going to be amazing. Nisa, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to care about her. I'm only going to care about her for, like, Leia. I have no journey guide in progress. I guess this is the one I should technically begin, Cal Kestis, because I am working on it. It's kind of cool how it worked out that they can just have 5 battles of 66 shards, representative of Order 66, and that's exactly a 7-star character. Kind of cool, makes sense for him. I won't start the Leia journey yet. I don't know what these are going to be. I haven't made a video speculating on it because, I don't know, everyone else did that, so I don't want to just copy. I have Lando already to R5, so that's good. Akbar to 3, Wicket to 3, that's not going to be too bad. Nisa and Rex, Relic 7, I mean, I'm happy for Relic 7 Rex. I don't want to work on Ewoks other than what is absolutely necessary, so this is kind of a pain for me, and she's known right now for just being really slow with her animations, taking forever, so it seems really annoying. But the bottleneck for me with the new Galactic Legends is always the new characters anyway. These aren't farmable yet, and then we have another character that's new and not even announced yet. So I'm not going to start relicking up these guys yet until it's closer within range. So I'm just going to keep working on stuff that's going to help me in the here and now. Obviously, Leia is going to be a priority. I'm not skipping out on her at all. But I got to finish these guys. Luckily, I don't think Tarful and Saul are worth it. I say luckily because I don't have to develop up a whole team for them. And then Marin with Night Sisters, like, they're not bad. Like I said, they're mostly R3. Spirit's going to be kind of a waste at this point, but just need a couple more relics on these. Asajj probably could use higher relics. And I need her Omicron, but I have all these Zetas. So that won't be too painful. And Marin is amazing. She does a lot. I am looking forward to finishing her off. And now let's just take a peek at my performance lately in Grand Arena. I am feeling safely in Kyber 1. At the beginning of the season, I was like 36 something, and that's kind of scary because 3610 is the cutoff for Kyber 1. I don't know how many people are in it now, but it's less and less all the time. My actual ranking, it didn't update, or no, it did update now because we did join, so I'm like mid 200s, which is fine for me. I mean, if I get up to like in the top 100, then it's like just a disaster bracket. So that's kind of painful. Just trying to see if anyone interesting is around my rank that I could get matched with. I'm not seeing anyone I recognize. Black Mamba, if that's the one that has the YouTube channel. This guy was in my bracket last time. Then my allies, I'm always behind quite a few of them. Kin does Grand Arena Zone with me. Just Empire. This guy is the largest account in the game. I'll look at that in a second. 3759. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 allies ahead of me. This is Calvin. He was ahead of me at the beginning of the season, but I think he was in a really tough bracket. Some of these I've played. Macias, he had a YouTube channel a while ago, or he's still like, it's still there, but he doesn't actively work on it. But just Empire, this guy, his ult was in both my shards. He's in Maw. He has the biggest account in the game, or he has for a long time. I don't know if it's like right now the biggest, but it probably is 13.6 million. I would love to face him and get stomped. But yeah, that's how I'm doing. Not too bad, not too good. Just staying in the zone of proximal development where I have room to grow, but I'm not going to get just destroyed, and I'm not going to just walk over people. As far as the raid, I've gotten to a point where I'm a little bit lazy with it. I definitely do my Java run. This one, I was so torn whether I should reset or not to get that extra 63 points, but I didn't. I thought it was funny that I got so close to max, but not quite. I've gotten kind of lazy with it, so I can get probably 6.2 million if I do everything right with just the 5 attempts. 5.4 is very easy to do if I just put the effort in, switch the mods up, but I hate switching mods up. So I've been settling for less, and what I'll do is if on the last day, within a few hours, we are not at the 130 box, which I know, oh, noobs, 130 box. You should go for 260 box, right? I don't really care. I mean, yeah, you get more rewards, but I mean, that is substantial, but it would be a big burden on everyone. And once the announcement of the Endor raid came out, any motivation kind of got shot. I mean, that would definitely be an improvement, but we get 130 all the time, and if we're not close, if we're kind of close and need some extra help, then I'm gonna like do my extra attacks with Maul and Revenant stuff. But otherwise, I'll just take the loss of 150 of these, which costing myself probably like overall like 4 impulse detectors every 3 days, which is a lot when you think about it, but I'm just too lazy to do it because switching around mods, even with hot utils, is a pain. So yeah, that's everything I've been working on, how things are going, what I just finished up, and that is the state of my account for August 2023. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and sub, and see you guys later.